Hi folks, hi Nana. I obviously don't know whether you're going to watch this today, Wednesday, the day of Des's funeral, or whether you'll watch it another day afterwards, but it's just a very short message from myself, Minna, who's obviously behind the lens, and Bodhi, who's currently asleep in the corridor. So obviously fond memories of Des, especially when I was younger, coming over summer holidays, going for walks with Ben in the woods and testing me on my capitals of the country. Probably sounds quite familiar to you, Gemma, me testing you on the capitals of the world. Des certainly had a good grasp of geography and used to test me quite well, that's for sure. I also have memories of the week I spent at Crystal Palace with a training week when I must have been about 12, I think, and you all chipped in and sorted out the training week for me, which was fantastic, and I was a budding goalkeeper in those days. And speaking of which, I managed to actually find this Crystal Palace ball which Des got signed for me. I think it was during that week actually. It's obviously quite faded now, but there was some of the big stars of those days that I seem to remember with the strange names like Anton Otlakowski and people like that who Des used to rave about. So that was quite nice. We got this blown up today, which is good. So what I'd like to do now, and this would probably give Des a bit of a laugh, is one of the old tapes he sent me again when I must have been about 8 or 9 was a bunch of songs, and one of them was The Streets of London. Have you seen the old man in the closed down market? So just to give Des a good old laugh, I'll try and play, and unfortunately I'm going to sing as well, but don't worry, you don't have to watch me play and sing. We've lined up some photos that we found from many years ago, some recent, some from over 10 years ago, including Sue's wedding of Nana and Des. So the quality is not going to be fantastic, unfortunately, because we're just using a movie of the pictures, but hopefully you'll be able to see some of them. Okay, so I hope the day went really well, and it was a celebration of Des's life. We've all got fond memories of him. We all loved him very much. Okay. So it's time for the earplugs. Have you seen the old man in the closed down markets, picking up the papers with his worn out shoes? In his eyes you'll see no pride, and held loosely by his side yesterday's papers singing yesterday's news. And so how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your minds. Have you seen the old gal who walks the streets of London? Dirt in her hair and her clothes in rags. She's no time for talking, she just keeps right on walking, carrying her home into carrier bags. And so how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your minds. Have you seen the old man who walks the streets of London? picking up the papers with his worn out shoes. In his eyes you'll see no pride, and held loosely by his side. Yesterday's papers telling yesterday's news.